Hello, welcome to Module 7. This is Global Perspectives in Sustainability, and I just have even fewer slides than usual for this week, so let's just get started. So this is a reminder slide from last week just to bring back to mind that we've been talking about some really important topics about how human and environmental systems connect and affect one another. And you've studied how sustainable systems balance social, economic, and environmental needs, and that you have tools to think about and address complex sustainability issues from business profitability to social fairness and justice to ecological health and biodiversity. So remembering and recognizing these issues and how they interconnect is a crucial part to solving any number of sustainability challenges. So let's get into this week's one big deliverable is turning in the project. You have been working on this project since at least Module 3, so the good news is you have already done most of the work, right? In this slide, we see two puzzle pieces that fit together, the Module 3-2 draft and the Module 5-1 draft fit together to make your complete project that is 7-1. So you've already done the heavy lifting by writing those two drafts, and now you just need to review, revise, put everything together into your project template, and turn that in. So here are some tips. This is what I would do if I were turning it in this week to make sure that I did the best that I could. So first, carefully review the feedback that I gave you on your previous drafts. Check your 3-2 paper and your 5-1 paper, and use any feedback that you received to improve your final draft. So I may have requested additional details or for you to be a little bit more specific in the way you're discussing the questions. So go back and see what I suggested for you to do to improve your drafts and incorporate those into your final version. The second tip is to make sure you're addressing all the questions and using the provided project template. So there are questions that are not printed on the template that you need to go and read the project guidelines and rubric to get, so be sure you check that. Make sure that you're answering all the questions and put them into the provided project template and then submit that completed template. And then the last tip is to proofread your work. Check it for spelling and grammar, and also remember to check your sources. You need at least 2 for this project, and make sure that they are cited correctly according to APA style. You can get lots of good examples on how to do that through the Shapiro Library website, but you need one source at least that explains which perspective you are focusing on, and then you need one source that addresses your specific topic. So one for the perspective and one for your example or the topic that you chose to write about. After you've put that all together, turn it in by midnight on Sunday, and then you are done for the week. There are no discussions required this week, so you can just focus on making your project as strong as you can. If you need help, you can, of course, email me or post a question in the general questions discussion board. But also I wanted to highlight some of the great resources that SNHU provides. If you look at the top of your course, you can click on Academic Support. Let's see if I can replay this short video here. There you go. Click on Academic Support. And then look at these two options, 24/7 drop-in tutoring. You can click to connect anytime, 24/7. Or you can submit a draft for written feedback on your writing. And it says most targeted feedback will be returned to you within 12 hours. So Those are a couple of additional things you can take advantage of aside from asking me questions directly if you need extra help getting your project ready to turn in. So the one big thing I want you to take away from this module is remember for this project, you're not just writing a paper. You are showing that you understand how to change yourself and the world for the better. So you're doing that by putting to work the knowledge that you've gained through the course so far, and you're applying it to whatever example you chose that's meaningful to you or interesting to you. And then you're showing that you can think about all of the difficult and challenging things that go into improving sustainability and providing some really good recommendations at the end that address all three perspectives, and then turn that in. And yeah, you've got this. So do let me know if you have any questions or give those other resources a try. I look forward to reading your projects. Have a fantastic week. Bye-bye.